Hello. In this short video we are going to demonstrate how to generate your financial reports directly out of ProStix. Doing so reduces the time and effort required by you or your external accountant to deliver these reports. In recognizing that each company has differing reporting needs, the ProStix financial reporting solution has been designed in such a way as to allow a company to define their own organizational and reporting structures and therefore meet their business needs. The examples we are about to show in the following video reflect but one instance of such structures. The ProStix financial reporting solution comes with a set of standard reports that have been provided to once again reduce the time and effort required on your behalf. A few examples shown here include P&Ls with last year and budget comparisons, and also month-to-date and year-to-date comparisons. There are also a couple of different balance sheet options, as well as a full year forecast P&L with monthly, actual and budget figures. The solution is flexible enough that it will support almost all financial reporting requirements. After bringing up the report selection and choosing your report, the report will ask for a number of parameters such as month and year. It may also give you an option to filter by company, division, branch and cost center, etc. These extra filters can be unticked to ignore those selections. After initially viewing the report in the grid, the report can be sent to a print preview and could either be emailed directly to your external accountant for review or sent to your nominated printer. We'll run another example here to show how the report can be exported to Excel and saved as a worksheet rather than being printed out. After bringing up the report selection and choosing my report, the report may ask for a number of parameters such as month and year. May also give me an option to filter by company, branch, division, cost center, etc. After initially viewing the report in the grid, I can choose the option to export to Excel. For those Excel gurus out there, there's also an option to include a template and to initiate macros. The data is then transferred to Excel and Excel is opened. Once Excel is opened, I can rework the data if required or simply choose to save the file. For those users not using the ProStix workbench, this last example shows how the query tool can be started outside of the workbench. There are a few extra steps involved in the report selection and in choosing your output destination. But once those decisions have been made, the same parameters, print preview and print options exist. Now that we have seen a few examples of the financial report output that's possible, let's take a look at how the account mapping is done to facilitate the reports. Once again, a link here off the ProStix workbench can take you to the mapping tool. This requires and will prompt for a separate login to retrieve the chart of accounts structure. As all companies tend to have different organizational structures and reporting requirements, this mapping tool provides the ability to tailor these to meet your needs in a very graphical and user-friendly manner with drag and drop functionality. There is both an organizational layout and a report layout. The organizational layout enables assigning accounts to divisions, branches and cost centers, therefore determining whose P&L or balance sheet an account should be listed on, while the report layout identifies the type of account and therefore on which report and where on the report an account should be listed. Both the organizational and report layouts involve the building of a tree view of the chart. At the highest level of the report layout, your chart is broken into the categories of assets, liabilities, equity, income, and expenditure. I'm going to insert those levels now. Next, I'm going to break down my assets into current assets, fixed assets, and investments. The current assets level can then be broken down into receivables, cash, and inventory. I'll do that now. Continue breaking down these to the lowest level. Cash is going to be broken down into cash on hand and cash at bank. It is down at this fourth level, also known as the instance level, that I can assign my individual general ledger accounts into these groups. Assigning accounts is as simple as clicking on the category that you want to assign them into and clicking on the plus sign to assign the accounts. Accounts can also be highlighted and dragged into the section that you want to drag them into. You can sort the columns by account number or by account name to assist in this map. Let's jump over to a more complete chart to see the finished products. I can collapse up any of these sections so that we can get down to the income section. As you can see, within the income category, the gross profit section is broken up into the smaller sections of sales, cost of sales, and other COGS. If we look inside the sales and cost of sales sections, you'll see that the instances of timber and hardware have been reused. This is very important as it would allow me to run a report for just the timber or hardware accounts, regardless of their position within the chart. This layout reflects the order in which the P&L will be printed, so if this needs changing, you can just drag the groups around to reorder them. For example, if I want my reports to always list timber before hardware, then pre-nail frames, I can drag those headings around to suit. After clicking on the Save button to commit my changes back into the chart, I can also click on the Run Report option to print off a new P&L that reflects my new layout. As you can see, the order of lines in the gross profit section reflects the changes that I just made in the mapping tool. If we go back to the mapping tool and this time have a look at the organisational layout, you'll see that my company has been divided into divisions. This could be state-based as in this example, or could be based on things like wholesale versus retail. Each division has branches assigned to it, and each branch can have one or many cost centres within it. As you can see, I have applied the same cost centres to multiple branches. This enables me to run a report for the cost centre across all branches. This is just one example of how the organisation can be structured. Your company may have a far more detailed structure or may have no use for divisions or cost centres at all. The flexibility of design within the financial reporting tool means that any of these scenarios can be catered for. Finally, the Accounts tab is your chart of accounts maintenance area that allows for the entry of new general ledger accounts as well as the editing or deleting of existing accounts. Doing your chart maintenance in this area ensures your financial reports will always be accurate, as there are controls in place to ensure that accounts are fully mapped to the report and organisational layouts. In closing, I feel it is important to reassure you that while all the mapping and reporting you have seen in this video may seem a little daunting, the Sterling Financial Reporting Package includes all the assistance you will need to design and set up your specific reporting requirements. Please contact your sales representative at Sterling Computing for more information and for pricing. Thank you.